In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the unboxing and review of the brand new TicWatch Pro 5. We're going to put it to the test. I'm going to show you all the ins and outs. We're going to go in depth on using this brand new smartwatch. And at the end, I'm going to give you my final thoughts and tell you if I'd recommend this up next. Hey everyone, my name is Jeff and I do tech reviews on this channel all the time. Today, checking out the TicWatch Pro 5. A lot of cool features with this brand new TicWatch Pro 5, improvements from the previous TicWatch Pro 3. Now there actually wasn't a TicWatch Pro 4, so if you're like, what happened to the TicWatch Pro 4? You didn't miss anything because they never released one. So right now this watch is selling for $349 US dollars. I'm gonna leave links down in the video description so you can check out more details on Mobvoi's website as well as other retailers where you can find this watch. And I just want to throw out there, so the TicWatches are only going to be compatible with Android products. You can download the Mobvoi Health app in the Google Play Store, but if you've got an iPhone, an Apple device, this watch is not going to be compatible with Apple devices. It's got its Gorilla Glass screen, a little bit of a faster processor, as well as it has its dual screens. Now the previous TicWatch Pro 3 also had dual screens, but now they've improved it where they give you more stats on those screens, and I'll show you that coming up in this video. We have a little bit more RAM. With all the positives with this watch, there are some cons, like unfortunately now it doesn't have Google Assistant, and if you're someone like me that likes using the Google Assistant, that's not something that is currently available with the watch. Might be coming, but there are alternatives, like you can install Alexa on the watch. So we're going to dive into all of this. First I want to start with the unboxing to show you what comes with it. So let's take a look at the TicWatch Pro 5. We'll just kind of look at the packaging. We've got it just mentions here that it has Google Play, Google Wallet, TicWatch Pro 5. It features Wear OS by Google. So this has the Snapdragon W5 Gen, rotating crown navigation, dual display with interactive customizable stuff, long battery life, fast charge, and there's all sorts of military STD 810H, all sorts of cool stuff. So let's get this puppy open. Looks to just slide out. Very slick looking, kind of reflective logo there for TicWatch. And then let's open this up. Woo, so much fun. All right, let's peel off the protective sticker. So right off the bat, surprisingly very light. Let's just look at this side. No buttons to be seen. This side has the one button in the upper right and then the rotating crown. Let's take a look at the sensor layout on the back of the watch. Pushing the upper right button, let's see if we can get this guy to power on. Get a little vibration, and then TicWatch pops up. And then on my phone, I get a pop-up notification that it wants to connect to the TicWatch Pro 5. So we're going to go to the Google Play Store. From here, it's prompting me to download Mobvoi Health. So we're going to go ahead and download that app. And then it's automatically connecting to the TicWatch Pro 5. It's giving me a PIN, which I need to confirm is what's showing up on the watch. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that. And then I'm going to allow permissions for Mobvoi Health to find, connect, and determine the relative position of nearby devices. I'm also going to allow it to access my location, and I'm going to only do that while using the app. From this point, I am going to agree to the terms of service and also going to allow automatic updates. And then I'm going to allow Mobvoi Health to access my watch. Getting watch details, so this will take a few minutes to set up. We'll just let this do its thing. So that took about a minute, and then connect Google account to your watch. So I'm going to continue through that. Signing me into my Google account. So it's signing me into my Google account. Now if you didn't have a Google account, you would have to create one. So from this point, it's going to allow me to set up a screen lock. I can either do a pattern or a pin. Let's go ahead and do a pattern. So I'm going to connect the dots. So I went ahead and drew the pattern, and that's been saved. Now continue on phone, it says. And then it's showing me all sorts of apps that are installed on my device, asking here, select apps for your watch. We've picked some apps to help you get started, including some apps that are on this phone or on other devices. So I can uncheck anything here that I don't want, but I'm going to go ahead and just install everything that's checkmarked, and we'll continue through. So we're just wrapping up, and after that, look at that, it's got the watch starting up, and then it's taking me through a tutorial on how to learn how to use the watch. So now that I have the watch set up, it's asking for consent. It says, "Dear users, if you provide us with additional following information for authorization, you can unlock more functions." So I can enable all, but it says here, or I can just choose to enable individually things like steps, heart rate, location tracking, motion state, calendar, microphone, stress level, blood oxygen, respiratory rate, skin temperature, barometer, data sync. So all sorts of different customizations here. I'm just going to go ahead and enable all of these. And then when I am done, I can scroll to the bottom. We're going to hit done. Let's see what else we get in the box. Got some more information on TicWatch, contact information. Let's pull this out. So we have our USB charger, and then the other port just goes right onto the back of the watch to charge. There are some magnetic contacts, and that just snaps right onto the back to charge it up. Let's open this guy up. And here we have our quick guide as well as product safety information. Let's take a closer look at the TicWatch Pro 5. So starting off, this screen here is the FSTN screen, and this screen is kind of the sleep screen, the screensaver that's going to come on when the AMOLED screen turns off. Now you can activate the watch by just tapping on the rotating crown that's on the side, and then if you want to scroll through the different tiles on the watch, essentially you can just swipe to the left. It's going to give you everything from your weather. You can add different tiles. This is different health stats, things like my heart rate, my blood oxygen level. And so what you can do is just long press down on this screen. This shows you all the different tiles that you have. I can hit this plus button, and then from here I can add other tiles. I can just use the crown. The crown on this watch is so convenient. It's definitely a great addition. Being able to just scroll up any types of different things like timers or different apps that'll help you out, like Alexa. You can just pick something that you want to add as a tile. It could be TicSleep. And then now that is added to my list of tiles on my watch. You can reorder tiles by simply using the arrows that are on the bottom. So if I wanted to put it like as the maybe third tile in my list, I've now moved it over. And if I just tap the screen, this is now in between my heartbeat and my blood oxygen level. So you get hundreds, if not thousands, of different watch faces available in the Play Store. You can simply long press down on the screen to give you the options to change whatever different watch face you want. The AMOLED screen is bright and vibrant and just makes having all these different watch faces, to me, half the fun of having a smartwatch is being able to use all of these really snazzy watch faces. I'm going to be doing a video here at some point of my top free watch faces that are out there, so make sure you watch for that. That'll be linked here when that comes out. But you also have the ones that are kind of saved as favorites on the watch, or you can scroll to the end and add new. And then from this point, you have even more that you can choose from this list here. If this still doesn't meet your requirements for a cool watch face, what you can do is go to the Play Store right here, get more watch faces, or you can do this on your phone. And then there are just tons and tons of watch faces to choose from. Swiping up from the bottom of the screen brings you to any notifications that you have. I love the way the notifications look on this watch. You can kind of see here different notifications. Here's one from Spotify. If I want to read more on this, I can just tap it, and then using the crown, that allows me to scroll through any of that information. From this point, I've then got the option to open this in Spotify, like the album, go to settings, clear, or open on my phone. And this is pretty typical with all your different notifications. You've got options here where you can just swipe, and that's going to clear any notifications that you have. So swiping down from the top of the screen brings you into your quick settings. You can use the crown to move up or down in your quick settings. And if you want to rearrange these for any reason, you can go to edit here, and that allows you to drag and rearrange any of these. So we start off here with our Wi-Fi, turning that on or off. You also have the flashlight. So if you want to do a quick flashlight with your watch, you can do that, and that gives you a flashlight. You can have the different settings here where you pick which one you want. If you swipe over, then that gets you out of the flashlight. We have here our touch lock, so it turns off the touch screen if you put this on. Press and hold the side button for 2 seconds to turn it back on. If you go swimming with this watch, it does have the water lock, so when you're done, it's going to drain any of the water from the inside, so that's pretty cool that you can do that right from the settings. Let's see here. If you want to add any credit cards, use this for contactless payments. You would go into your Google Wallet and then, or Google Pay, and from this point you can go ahead and add any type of cards. You can then just hold your watch real close up to any contactless payment kiosk to make payments. The fact that you can do this all from the quick settings, really convenient. You can put the watch into airplane mode. It also has a find your phone feature, so if you tap this, it's about to have my phone ring. We're not going to do that right now though, but you get the idea of that. You can change the brightness. You can turn on Do Not Disturb. It's also got a theater settings mode, so this turns off the screen and screen wake gestures and silences alerts. So from that point, you can just press the buttons to get back in. What else do we have here? We have our moon, which turns on bedtime mode. So the watch screen, tilt awake, and touch are all turned off. Alarms, priority, and repeat callers will notify you. From this point, you have your battery settings. So right now it's at 63%, but I can tap on this, and it takes me into essential mode settings. So if I want to turn the watch into essential mode, I can do that right from here. So switching to essential mode essentially saves battery, and it will extend it up to 45 days. Very quick and easy to do this. So if I switch to essential mode, it's telling you it's going to greatly extend the battery life. We're going to go ahead and do this. And what it does is actually shuts down the watch, and it's just going to bring up this screen here. This is that FSTN screen, which not nearly as bright and vibrant as your AMOLED screen with the cool watch faces and stuff, but still giving you information. So if I rotate the crown, that turns on the backlight, and you'll see here I can still see things like my date, time, steps, health stats, any of that information. That's all going to be available to me, as well as your NFC contactless payments, or like your Bluetooth settings. You can access all that right here from this essential mode. I don't have access at this point to any of the apps that are on the smartwatch because I've put it into essential mode. To take it out of essential mode, you can go ahead and hold in this top right button for about 5 seconds, and that's going to essentially start up the watch again, utilizing the AMOLED screen and giving you access to all the smart features in the smartwatch. Now, when it's in essential mode, it's still going to track things like your steps, all of your health information. It's just that you don't have the flashy screen. A great way to extend your battery life, if you just kept it in essential mode, the battery is supposed to last up to 45 days. Something else as far as details that's new is when you hook up the charger, you'll now notice the percentage to the 100th place where it's actually showing you how fast it's charging, and then you've got the status arc going around the outside of the screen, also just indicating how much charge your particular watch has. So one of the coolest things about this watch are all the different apps that it runs. So this is running Wear OS 3. If you go ahead and just tap the crown, that gets into all the different installed apps, and from here you can use the crown to just scroll down. You can also use your finger on the screen, but this will give you the main list of all the different apps that you have installed, so you can kind of see things on here that are very useful, and some things that aren't as useful but just fun, like a game, Cosmo Run. This thing features Google Wallet, so for payments and things. For music, you have things like iHeartRadio. You have Google Maps that actually gives you turn-by-turn instructions that works Very nice and very convenient if you're biking, if you're in your car. Things like text messaging on here, nav music if you want to actually put music, physical MP3 files on the watch. Things like the Google Play Store, where you're going to get more of your apps, and you can go in here and you can search for tons of different apps that you can install. Showing me here that WhatsApp is here, but otherwise you just go in and you can search for different apps, things like watch faces, tools, productivity, health and fitness, communication, social, games. Now, I've actually done my top, I believe it's either top 5 or top 10 apps in all these different categories like games, productivity, health and fitness, where I actually review all these different apps to really beef up your smartwatch. And if it's running Wear OS 3, you'll be able to run any things that are in that video. So you can check those app videos out. Those will also be linked down in this video description. But having all these different apps on the watch, I mean, that's what really makes it so much fun and very useful. Just showing you an example. So something here like Spotify, we can go in, and then from this point, we'll be able to, it says select something to play. So I can actually go swipe to the left here, and I've got things like downloads, where I can actually download music right to my watch. I can go to my library. I can see different playlists, podcasts, different artists, albums, audiobooks. And again, I've gone more in depth on how you can use different apps like Spotify. If you check out my top videos on like music apps, showing you everything that you need to know. But just showing you an example here of running some of the different apps. You've got some of your more basic things like a stopwatch, timer. You've actually got Tic Compass, which is pretty cool. So if we go into this, please stay away from interference sources. It needs me to set it up, but now I can actually use the watch as a compass, and this is very convenient, very cool. So many different convenient and easy apps to just really utilize all the smartwatch features of this watch. And if this video is helping you out, if you're learning something, take a second, smash that like button, as I greatly appreciate it. So let's talk about all the exercise modes on this, because it is TicWatch. I do a lot of running, walking, even some biking. What you can do is just tap on the crown and go down to Tic Exercise. Now, if you're using the exercises a lot, I also suggest you add Tic Exercise to your tiles. You can just swipe to the left to get into your tiles. And then when you're in your tiles here, if you just long press down, you can go to the plus sign, and then this gives you all your different apps to make a tile. We're going to actually find Tic Exercise, which is right here. And now from this point, and let's actually just move it up because I actually really like it. So now it's up front. So now when I go to my tiles, I'll see Tic Exercise right here. I can choose from different quick exercises. I can even go to more and get all of them listed, but you can just see all the different exercises: outdoor run, walk, indoor run, cycling, indoor cycling, or we can go to more. And I mean, it's just got a ton. It actually starts with the letter A, and you just work your way down: archery, arm curls. You can just kind of see here. I mean, we're in the B's right now. There's like 100 different exercises to choose from, and you know, dance, deadlift. So you pick the one that you are looking for. You know, we have golf, high intensity, high knees, hockey, horseback riding. There are just a ton. So you figure out which one you want. I was going to do some sort of running, so I don't know that. I think that was outdoor running. Let me go back here and just take a look. Outdoor running. So if I'm going to go into that, in order to accurately measure the heart rate, please wear a watch slightly tight. So we have that. And so I've used this for my different runs. Now this is using 5 different satellites to connect up to in order to use the GPS for your runs. Now I've noticed here, you'll see at the top it says searching for GPS. It does definitely take a while for the GPS to locate me, and sometimes I'm ready to go for a workout and it's just continuing to search. So I don't know, I kind of wish that would be a little bit quicker. I mean, we're still sitting here and it's still searching for the GPS. This is fairly common. All right, we are up and running, GPS found, ready to go. But, you know, that took 15, 20 seconds. That is pretty typical of how long it takes just to lock on for GPS. When we're ready to start, we can hit go. And then from this point, it's going to track my exercise. So right from the LCD screen, first off, you'll see that it is orange. The LCD screen is going to change different colors depending on what active zone you're in. I've been out for a run, so as I use the crown on the side, I can go through the different stats right from this screen without having to go into the Smartwatch. So right from the LCD screen, you'll see distance. I've gone 3.25 miles. It's also great that it shows you all these other stats on the screen as well. Time, your heart rate, steps. So we're going to keep rotating the crown here, and it's going to run through the different stats. So now we see beats per minute, we see time, we see calories burned, all sorts of different information. And it's just great that you don't even have to go into the smartwatch to see all this stuff. It's all being tracked right there. Now, I was actively tracking my run, so you'll see the little guy running at the top. I'm going to tap on him, and this takes me into the smartwatch. I'll have to unlock it. But now from here, I have paused the run. I can see all the information. So my pace, speed. If I swipe up, I can see steps, step frequency, calories, lap duration, lap pace, lap distance. Shows you things like cardio. And then we're back to the main screen. Now at any time I can swipe to the right, and currently I'm paused, but I can unpause it or I can stop and finish this run. You can also just tap the crown and that'll exit from the exercise. Let's go ahead and show you here. So I'm finished with my run. I'm going to go ahead and stop. End exercise, we're going to say yes. And then from this point, it gives you kind of a report of how you did, your duration, your distance. Now I can scroll on the screen, or I can use the crown over here, which is really convenient, to also just scroll through all this different information. So we can see heart rate, max heart rate, all the way down to the different zones that I have been in. So then it gives you a report of your entire workout, and we can see here that it did an auto tracking. I didn't even start the exercise, but we can see duration, distance, laps, calories, pace, speed, elevation. So everything that was on that previous screen. What's nice here is it shows you all your different zones. So warm up, fat burn, cardio, just all sorts of stuff, even a dangerous there for 3 minutes, 34 seconds. So this is all gonna be recorded then by the watch. So let's tap on TicSleep on the watch. This is gonna record your sleep habits. Shows me today's sleep, recorded that I actually fell asleep at 12:40 last night and then got up at 6 o'clock or 6:03 this morning for 5 hours, 22 minutes. And then it gives you a little readout. You went to bed later than scheduled bedtime last night. You slept in later than usual this week. This has happened 3 days this week. Prioritize going to bed at a regular time. So kind of giving me a talking to there. And then this morning I took a nap because I was tired. So it also recorded that. And then it kind of gives me my total readout here of 6 hours and 49 minutes. Now, any of these sleep areas, you can go ahead and tap on the sleep area, and it breaks it down into more sleep details. So it shows you all your different sleep stages, the awake, REM, light sleep, deep sleep, your sleep heart rate, which is pretty cool. Your blood oxygen during sleep, so 96% normal, sleep respiratory rate, and skin temperature. Detection of skin temperature during sleep is not activated, so I'll have to see if I can go ahead and activate that. The TicWatch Pro 5 also has a built-in microphone and speaker, so you can go to the phone app and you can call up any contacts that you have, or you can use the dial pad to go ahead and make a phone call right from your watch. You can also receive phone calls as well as text messages right from the watch. Here's an audio sample of the speakers on the TicWatch Pro 5. Here's a quick sample of the audio quality using the microphone on the TicWatch Pro 5. And one of the unfortunate things with the TicWatch Pro 5 is it does not feature Google Assistant. Now you can download like Amazon Alexa and use that for all your voice commands. Using the microphone in the watch, then you can just have it do whatever you want. When you install something like Amazon Alexa, you can assign it to a hot button. So I've got it assigned where if I just long press in the crown, it'll activate Alexa. What's the weather in Milwaukee today?
Now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies. Throughout the day, you can expect more of the same, with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 60 degrees.
So from what I found, opening and installing something like Alexa will allow you to talk to the watch and it'll give you audible responses, but asking it to do several commands like open up different apps or do different functions on the watch, when I ask Alexa to do that, unfortunately it just can't. Open Google Maps.
A few matches for that. Did you mean Google Nest?
No. So you can also see all of your health stats in the Mobvoi Health Companion app, and you can just search for this in the Play Store, and then once you've got it installed, go ahead and open it. Now from this point, this is the main dashboard, and you can kind of see all of your activity here. It shows you kind of a snapshot on any of these. You can tap on them and then scroll down, and it's going to show you steps, exercise, active hours, stairs climbed, distance, and calories here at the bottom. If we go back to the main screen, you can kind of scroll down. It's going to show you any exercises you've done, your sleep stats, your heart rate, SpO2. This is all of your health stats here in the app. You can then go to the device tab that's on the bottom. So you've got watch faces that you can choose from. Now there's a whole bunch more that you can also see on the watch to choose from. Some are going to be free, some they are going to have a charge for. So also in the app here you can see any workouts you've done by just choosing the day, and then here I did a 25-mile bike ride. So I can go ahead and tap on this and it's going to show me all sorts of specifics on this ride. I can scroll down, I can see things like my recovery time, heart rate. I like that there's little information buttons by each one of these where it goes into more specifics. So if I wanted to know more about my heart rate, it shows me the different zones I was in. So warm up, fat burning, cardio. It shows me all my different speeds, average speed, and then my lap records for each one of those miles for the workout. And then underneath all this information, there's actually a GPS map that's showing the route that I took. I'm not going to show that on screen here, but you also get all that information as well. So my final thoughts on using the TicWatch Pro 5 after I've been using it for several weeks now. Definitely some great features like that rotating crown. Made it much more convenient to scroll through notifications, go through apps, things like that. So a much needed upgrade. I like the extra large battery that they've just kind of upgraded a little bit in the TicWatch Pro 5 from, say, the TicWatch Pro 3. That extra battery life, you know, being able to get up to like 3 days of battery is what I've seen on average. Much better than using some of the other watches I've reviewed, like the Samsung Galaxy Watch, even the Galaxy Watch 5. You know, you're going to get about a day and a half's worth of battery out of it. If you are using any of the exercise apps and things like that, that also is going to drain the battery on those other smartwatches. The battery that's in the TicWatch Pro 5, even going for runs, bike riding, things like that, still just seems to hold up for about 3 days, which I just love. With that being said, you know, it seems to charge up just a little bit faster than some of the previous versions of the watch. And I use the watch for everything. I mean, definitely all the different cool watch faces that are available, all the different smart apps. I mean, I use everything on it from Google Maps to listening to music, Spotify, and then I go for workouts. So using all the Tic exercises is very convenient for me. I love all the health stats that it gives you. So if you're looking for a good comparison watch to some of the other big brands that are out there, you know, Samsung Galaxy Watch, things like that, This is definitely a good alternative. I've always enjoyed all the TicWatch products that are out there. Now, some of the cons with this watch, something like with those exercises, connecting to the GPS, unfortunately, that's going to take a little bit of time. So if you are somebody that just needs it to connect instantly, I mean, even with it having those 5 satellites to connect to, I don't know why it still takes up to 15-20 seconds before it can actually start the workout on the watch. The fact that it doesn't have Google Assistant available, there are alternatives like using Amazon Alexa, but it would be nice if we could get Google Assistant for the watch, because that is very convenient to use in my opinion. I love the look, I love the layout, I think it's a great value, so you should check this watch out. I'm going to leave links down in the video description below where you can check out more details and information on this watch. And I do tech reviews on this channel every single week, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, and you'll get notified every time I release new weekly videos. My name is Jeff, and as always, I appreciate you watching. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you in the next video.